Okay, just to give you a little bit of scope here, I'm going to, if you can imagine this is a clock, I'm walking in at noon, and I'm going to walk around the clock. You'll see all 360 degrees of this thing, and then I'll actually take you through an entire pod. So you'll see, interviews happening and stuff like that. So let's take a little walk around the clock here. All right, so here we are. There's the NFL Network right there. You can see just the size of that. I know I've already showed you that, but again, it was a pretty tough video connection the other day. You can see it looks like there's obviously a celebrity over here. It looks like Lisa Leslie. Let's see. As we walking around the circle. And you see, she should have handlers that aren't letting these guys get to her. But yeah, there's Lisa Leslie right there giving an interview. Right? And on the other side, immediately, you've got the NFL Network set right here. So, and I think she just said, "Go Patriots." She did indeed. All right, so creeping around still. Now we're through one pod. So if you're considering, if we're coming in at 12, we're now a quarter of the way done. Here's another pod right here. People are, like I said, they're cooked today because of just, you see some stations have left already. They had to fly home. So there we go. There's some sponsors over here. Like, this is where the free stuff is. If you wanted to, you can go over here, test your swing with Bridgestone. They give you some free stuff. Let me show you the Sirius XM. I showed you that the other day, but that guy was kind of a jerk. Sirius XM is not part of the whole pod, and you'll see that in a moment. So here's Sirius XM right here. They have, you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 stages. There's Chris Mad Dog Russo right there. Obviously, you guys know all of this, but you can also see what's happening, and I'm going to stop this bad boy right in a minute and start a new one so that the file doesn't get too big. But they're also starting to let fans in now, and there's some controversy around letting the fans in because it does sometimes make it difficult for guests to get place, especially if our guests, we had a guest yesterday, Amy Van Dyken, who's in a wheelchair, and it was just maybe even dangerous. So I'll keep rolling for a moment just in case you see someone you might recognize. Okay, we're now, if we entered at 6 o'clock, or 12 o'clock, we're now at 6 o'clock of the loop. So you can see behind me the NFL stat zone right there. Again, more of a fan thing, and there is some controversy about letting the fans in. It's about to get flooded because it's getting to be new and local. So let's continue to go around the loop here. Sorry about the awkward shots of my gym. So here we go. I'm going to break a little bit out of the loop, which continues there, because we've got another giant stage over here, which is where the CBS Sports folks are. You see Jim Rome doing his show right there. You see CBS Sports TV going on right there. See another guy with an iPad, so I don't feel so bad right there. You can see it now. I'm sort of behind the pod. Celebrities starting to roll in. There's Jim Rome up here. See Romey doing his show with Cam Newton. I heard them freaking out this morning because Cam overslept. These guys are obviously setting up for Cam Newton interviews, the TV folks. See? I like TV too. I'll even talk about them. I wish I could show you the Jim Rome producers who've been blowing me off, because I've made it my mission now to annoy them. Okay, there's some Patriot fans right there. We're going to keep on walking around. Head back in. I think this is much better than it was the other day, right? NFL Network. There we go. Creeping around, now back in the loop. So you can see the loop going on.
There was one of our, no.
Now we're at 9 o'clock. We've gone 3/4 of the way around the loop. Here's the final pod. We'll finish up this loop. There's Brian Billick right there leaving a radio interview. We'll finish up this loop and then I'll take you through an actual pod. Okay. Good. So that's the loop. And I'm going to take you through sort of one of the less populated pods, because it can get to be, as you can see in this one, it can get to be awfully crowded. There's Dale and Holly right there. You can see if you look close enough, behind that bright light in the middle, there's Woody Page. Some of the folks you might know. So there we go right there. All right. Now I'm going to take you to one of those pods that's a little less populated and walk you through. There's a Monty Toomer walking by right there. He's been nursing that tin of popcorn all week. All right. Turn this off. We're going back to one. I appreciate you. All right. So this is what it looks like, right? So now you can see there's NBC National. There's a Monty Toomer getting ready to do his NBC National show. Here's Pittsburgh right here. They're broadcasting right here. Right, you can see here's WFAN in the corner. I'll show you that. Here's the FAN booth. They're going. Let's see these guys. Oh, I know you guys want to see this. You'll notice as well that the Boston guys and the New York guys are the only ones being loud and bombastic. Michael Irvin and Dion Branch. Yeah.